Good afternoon and welcome to Kleinschmidt Associates. I'm going to give you an introduction to a company that's been established in Pittsfield, Maine for about 50 years. But before I start, I want to congratulate Pittsfield on its 200th anniversary and the celebration of Kleinschmidt Pittsfield as a great place to live and work. So I think I should start the history of Kleinschmidt with a story about Steve Kleinschmidt. Steve Kleinschmidt was a PhD engineer that taught at Harvard and then went to work in the paper mills up in northern Maine and worked at the largest privately owned hydro complex in North America at the time. And getting tired of that work, he decided it was time to go out on his own and start his own business. Steve got some really good support from another great Pittsfield business, Jimbro. And they encouraged him to move to Pittsfield as a great place to work. Yeah, this is 50 years ago. It was why Steve came to Pittsfield in the first place, and he set up Kleinschmidt in this building next door, one-man shop, and started with he and one other person doing the books, and got started at Kleinschmidt in 1966. As you can see from our calendar, this sort of portrays an overall flavor of the evolution of Kleinschmidt since 1966 when Steve started the company. It really started around engineering and around hydroengineering. Steve actually wanted to be a great hydroelectric engineer at a time before green and renewable energy was even cool. As a matter of fact, in the 70s it was all about oil and gas, but that's when we really began to form ourselves as a company. As an engineer, Steve was all about technical excellence. He was a quintessential New England engineer, all about hard work, practical solutions, doing things the right way, but doing things as simply as possible and being very innovative in how you do that. During the 1980s, Kleinschmidt evolved into starting to do more of licensing and planning work, working with big teams, doing environmental impact statements, and trying to help our clients figure out how to get projects approved. So we set up what I would call a planning business in order to be able to assist our clients get projects approved and doing the environmental impact statements that came along with that. Shortly after that, we expanded into science services, so became what we are now, engineers, planners, and scientists, in order to be able to integrate all those resources together in order to develop projects that had a better chance of approval, could be done faster, could be done with environmental resources and engineering in mind together. And that really formed the basis of Kleinschmidt. If you look back into Kleinschmidt's history and over the history I've just talked about, you can see the formation of our mission, which is to provide practical solutions to complex problems affecting energy, water, and the environment. So as we talked about the evolution of Kleinschmidt, we've been very intentional about how we've developed the core values that Kleinschmidt surrounded itself with and based itself on. Our first and maybe most fundamental core value is doing meaningful work that helps sustain the environment for future generations. So, as I said, we started off in renewable energy way before renewable energy was cool. And we continue to work on renewable energy resources that include everything from hydroelectric, which is the biggest renewable energy source and probably most prominent worldwide. We also work with solar and wind power companies in trying to pursue their kinds of renewable energy. Other important issues that Kleinschmidt's on the forefront of include resource protection. You see that we've worked with companies that are looking to provide buffer zones for fish. We work on wetlands and vernal pool surveys and other kind of environmental resource projects that help protect resources from development and from other threats that are involved there. Additionally, other issues that we do, moving way down, these are all posters that show the different types of disciplines that Kleinschmidt works in. We do work on Atlantic salmon and other endangered species protection. So in this instance, we were removing a dam. Most of our work's developing dams, but in this case, we were removing a dam in order to promote Atlantic salmon habitat. And so the meaningful issues that we work on are something that our staff feels are near and dear. So we're very focused on helping people help the universe be a better place, help the world be a little bit better for Kleinschmidt having been in it. In addition to all the important issues that Kleinschmidt works on, I'm really proud to say that our core values also emphasize very heavily our employees and the clients that we work for. Everything we talk about is still harkens back to Steve Kleinschmidt's legacy of creating an excellent technical firm which requires continuous improvement and growth, and so we're always trying to get better at everything we do. And we really try to support our staff, and we have super loyal relationships with our employees and our clients. And this is something that we found in today's world is not a thing a lot of people talk about, is long-term relationships and loyalty between a company and its employees. So that's one of the things Kleinschmidt's most proud about, is that I usually say we are us. We are a collection of individuals that all come together for the common purpose of making Kleinschmidt better tomorrow than it was today. And we continually work on improving ourselves and getting better while taking care of that first goal, providing meaningful work for our employees. We also have make a great effort at being a flexible workplace that provides super work-life balance to our employees. And of course, every company is nothing more than its word and what it does, especially a professional services company like Kleinschmidt, engineering, science, and planning. You have to be good to your word, integrity in everything that you do. So that's always at the core of Kleinschmidt Associates. So thank you for coming to meet Kleinschmidt, figuratively speaking, and for giving me a chance to share with you a little bit about what I think is an awesome company that has a reach that goes way beyond Pittsfield, Maine, that really started in Pittsfield because it was a great place to live and work. Thank you.